Hey boys and girls, it's Miss Waldrop. Miss White this week came to you and she reviewed verbs with you. We remember that verbs are words that show action like jump, skip, sing. I want to review adverbs with you. Adverbs are words that describe that verb. And that's really easy to remember because we see the word verb inside of adverb. Now there are three ways that adverbs can describe the verb. It can tell us how, when, and where that action is happening. So let's take a look at some of those examples. Adverbs can tell me how the action is happening by saying that it is happening easily, or loudly, or quickly, slowly, or silently. It can tell me when the adverb is happening by saying always, or never, once, sometimes, or even now. It can tell me where the action is happening by saying away, outside, everywhere, near, or there. Now, boys and girls, we want to use adverbs in our writing because it will add details that will help the reader to better understand what you're trying to say. All right, boys and girls, we are going to now look at some examples from our chapter book that we're reading, Dolphins by Daybreak. We have to go to the woods now, she said. I say that the action is have to go, and I say that the adverb tells me when it's happening. It's happening now. That lets me understand that this was very important to Annie. She wasn't willing to wait. She wanted to do it now. Our next sentence says, the treehouse spun faster and faster. I know that my action is spun, and that lets me know that it's not just spinning slowly, but I mean that it is spinning and spinning and spinning, and it keeps getting faster and faster. Our next example says, they stepped carefully over the sharp coral. My verb is stepped. They told me how they stepped. They said they stepped carefully. In my mind, I picture them probably on their tiptoes, looking down at the ground, making sure that they're not going to step on anything sharp that might hurt them. Our last sentence says, then it dove silently into the deep. I see that the verb is dove, and the adverb tells me how it did that. It did it silently. That adverb really helped me when I was reading because in my mind I was thinking that mini sub was probably loud because I just know when I'm around boats you can usually hear their motors or they make noise as they're going through the water. But this helped me because I know that it wasn't making noise. It wasn't a loud mini sub, but it must have been silent as it dove down into the water. So again, boys and girls, we need to always use these adverbs because it will add detail to our writing.